Shifting our focus now to Israel and to a question. Has Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu become the problem instead of the solution? Now, this question has cropped up because of the many troubles that he is facing and the repercussions these troubles are having on Israel and the war that it's fighting. And the list of these troubles is quite long. His judicial reform has been junked, his approval ratings have been sinking, his allies are turning against him. Even his friends in the West are abandoning him. Take what happened recently. The US Secretary of State Antony Blinken was in Tel Aviv, and the aim of the visit was to prevent the war from expanding further. He met Benjamin Netanyahu and held talks on a series of topics. He told him that his forces must avoid inflicting further harm on the civilians in Gaza. But what stood out during this visit was the fact that there was no joint statement issued. You see, in the last 3 months, every time Blinken has visited Israel, he has issued a joint statement with the Israeli Prime Minister. Not this time. Why? Are these signs that the US is upset with Netanyahu? And what adds to the doubts are the kind of requests he made to Netanyahu during his visit. For instance, he asked him to make some hard choices and work with the Palestinians. And as speculation about what went down during this meeting grows, thousands of miles away in the UK, the country's foreign minister, David Cameron, has issued a statement. He has basically admitted that he is worried that Israel may have taken certain actions which might be in breach of international law. Was he referring to war crimes? We don't know, but observers say that he might have. Let me quote the statement he issued. Am I worried that Israel has taken action that might be in breach of international law because this particular premises has been bombed or whatever? Yes, of course, I am worried about that. The advice has been so far that they have the commitment, the capability and the compliance, but on lots of occasions, that is under question. Now, here's the thing. It's quite unusual for the British Foreign Minister to say this because the UK has reaffirmed its support for Israel multiple times. Yes, it has requested the IDF to act with restraint, but it has rarely accused Israel of violating international laws. Cameron's remarks indicate things might have changed. It seems the UK also is upset with Netanyahu's actions. And why just the UK? Back in Israel, the country's own officials have lost faith in Netanyahu, like Ephraim Halevi, the former chief of Israel's spy agency Mossad. He said that Benjamin Netanyahu should resign because, according to him, Netanyahu has failed to bring Hamas down and unite his country. He also said that Netanyahu may not be able to win the war. You think that's bad? Then just have a look at this poll, which was conducted just last month. It revealed that only 31% of the Israelis believe that Prime Minister Netanyahu is suitable for his position, 51% saying that Benny Gantz is more suitable for the job. More than half of the polled Israelis favored Gantz over Netanyahu. And it's not just him. That's not all. According to the survey, if the elections were held today, the Likud party would only win 17 seats in the 120-seat parliament. Gantz's National Unity Party, on the other hand, would bag over twice that number. It would win 39 seats, to be specific. In fact, the Likud party would not be able to win a majority, even with all its allies combined. According to the opinion poll, Likud Shas, United Torah Judaism, Otzma Yehudut and Religious Zionists together would only win 43 seats. It's a far cry from their current majority of 64 seats. And then we have Israel's Supreme Court. It struck down a controversial law which Netanyahu's coalition government had been pushing for months. The 2023 judicial reform, a set of 5 changes to Israel's judicial system and the balance of powers in the country. In a 12-15 verdict, the judges of the Supreme Court ruled for the first time that the court had the power to strike down basic laws. The court added that letting the law stand could harm Israel's democracy. What do all these developments tell you? That one after the other, things are turning against Netanyahu, which brings us back to the question we asked in the beginning. Has Netanyahu become the problem instead of the solution? think about it?